I'm now here with David Helfgott, CEO of Phasor. Thanks so much for joining us. Tell us what's new with Phasor these days.
We're very busy. We're getting ready to launch products. We're finishing a lot of the testing and validation, and we are traveling a lot, talking to customers and partners.
And what are these markets that you're serving?
Principally three: aeronautical, maritime, and land mobile mobility markets, but really in the enterprise and passenger vehicle space. So commercial and business jets, cruise ships and yachts, high-speed trains, that kind of stuff.
What are the features and benefits that we should be knowing about?
So a very low-profile antenna is better than one that sticks up high for a lot of reasons. For aeronautical, it creates drag and weight. For trains, it gets under tunnels. But a solid-state or electronic antenna doesn't have mechanical moving parts, so it won't fail as easily. And then on top of that, there's all kinds of interesting things you can do with software to make the antenna work better.
Excellent. There are all sorts of antennae. Tell us, or antennae. Yes. Either one is fine, but what kinds are you guys dealing with these days, and what's your favorite? Choose your favorite child.
Okay, so in the satellite communication space, you can go from narrowband, which is less bandwidth, but a lower frequency, or you can go what's called wideband, which is really what everyone's excited about, and that's in frequencies called KU and KA. The problem is it's very difficult to manage that. You need a very special kind of antenna. So on the narrowband side, you have very simple, what are called omnidirectional antennas that don't do much, but they work fine. But you're talking about kilobit networks. When you use wideband, you're talking about multi-megabit networks. So imagine getting 50 to 100 megabits onto an aircraft, or 200 to 300 megabits onto a cruise ship. You need sort of our kind of antennas and that kind of frequency. Excellent.
What are you talking about with folks here at the summit? Is there something that you are surprised by, or you're excited just to be having these conversations?
There's a lot of very interesting insights from airline operators. They see the world differently, and it's very good to get their perspective, not just the technology, but how it's used, what business models they're talking about. There's a very good conversation with Facebook and with Netflix, which is very different for this community, as well as the usual airlines and satellite companies.
So when we see something that we want from Phasor, when can we actually get it in our hands?
So we will have commercial trials through this year and into next year. We'll launch our maritime and land mobile products in the beginning, let's say, of 18, and then aeronautical will follow after that. There's a lot more licensing and testing you have to do for aeronautical antennas.
When you're doing these tests, are you looking for partners to work with you?
We are. We have several that we announced, and there's several more that we're going to announce in the near future.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us and for giving us the inside scoop on how to communicate better and keep it stable.
You're welcome.
More is coming up. Stick with us right here.